So a lot of families who come to Orlando have an off day when they come to visit us here in Central Florida, and a really fun thing to do on one of your off days, especially if you're staying at a Disney property, is go a little bit south over to Medieval Times here in Orlando. My family is a huge fan, and this is just such a fun event. There's jousting, there's fighting with swords, there's all kinds of action. The whole family's gonna have a lot of fun with it. Everything, of course, is choreographed, so any of the action is done by trained professionals and in a very safe setting, but the entertainment value is still top tier. It's located just south of Disney World, about 20 minutes away, plus or minus 10 minutes depending on where you're located in the resort, but it's just right off of 192, so very convenient. It is, of course, dinner and a show, and it really is a feast that they give you. There's 4 courses. You can't pick very much to change outside of dietary changes if you have different restrictions, but they are very accommodating, and you can see all of that from their website. They ask you to arrive an hour early. Honestly, I don't think that's really necessary. Basically, they put you in this great hall, which has a lot of photo opportunities and a lot of merchandise for sale, and so it's kind of like a giant gift shop. You'll then get assigned to a specific team, and that's the night that you're going to be cheering for over that night. And it's basically all of the teams on one half of the stadium versus the teams on the other half. So you're kind of cheering for anybody on your side to win. And it's just a lot of fun. It's almost like watching a choreographed medieval UFC fight or something like that. It's just everyone kind of goes crazy. The people are trolling the different knights on the field when it's not one of their team's knights, and the knights love that. They interact back with the crowd. It's just a whole lot of fun. It's very interactive. A lot of improv on the parts of the knights. We had a group in front of us of about 20, and man, they were just so funny. They interacted with the knights a lot and were just trolling them the entire night. And honestly, Medieval Times encourages that kind of thing. They like you to interact with the knights, and it's fun for them too, I think, to go back and kind of mess with the fans. And overall, it's just a really fun time. The jousting was probably my favorite part. It's a lot of fun to watch. The javelins that they joust with actually kind of explode. They're made of like splintering wood, and for that reason they hang these nets down which protect the audience basically from any kind of flying debris. We were on the far edge, which was very out of range and not really possible to hit out this far. Most of it is in the center area, if any of it does hit the netting. But basically the jousting is really cool. The way that this is designed, it basically keeps the knights safe so they can do a couple shows a night. But because the javelins kind of explode into different little pieces when they're jousting each other, it both keeps the knights safe as well as makes it a lot more entertaining. So you'll see that here. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Now the choreography on the actual fight scenes is like something out of a movie. These guys train for this daily when they're not actually doing a show. They're always training to get this perfect, and that's how they keep each other safe, just by training a ton and mastering the craft. But it is a lot of fun to watch these guys fight, and they're just masters of their art. It's really cool to see. The table service is great. They're really friendly. The wait staff is awesome, and they will accommodate you, certainly, if there's anything that you need. Really attentive staff, and they work super hard. And very good service. Everybody across the board is just so polite, and it's really fun and a great environment to be around in. The show is also absolutely kid-friendly. My 8-year-old wouldn't hesitate to bring him here. I didn't bring my daughter, but I would bring her as well, and she's a little bit younger. There's nothing in the show, nothing inappropriate, no kind of coarse language or anything like that, and the fighting itself, of course, there's no blood or anything of that nature at all. The animals are also very well taken care of by the organization, and the animals are extremely talented, and there's a lot of shows, like mini shows here that involve the animals themselves. The Falconeer was probably one of the most underrated parts of the show. Was really impressed by this and the trainers themselves. They take great care of the animals, and it really helps enhance with a lot of variety to the show itself. So overall, if you're looking to take a break on that Disney vacation, I would highly recommend Medieval Times. You're not going to be disappointed by it. If this video was helpful to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. We've got a lot more reviews of a lot of other things to do in the Orlando area. Have a great day.